This is the terrifying story of the Mirror Apartment. In 2014, a 24-year-old student from Chicago called Lauren moved into a cheap one-bedroom apartment close to her campus. It was a great location, and the rent was affordable, so she didn't think twice about signing the lease. The apartment was pretty small, but it had a decent kitchen, a good-sized bedroom, and a large living room. And even though the bathroom was the size of a shoebox, Lauren was happy with the place. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. But then strange things started to happen. Lauren began to feel cold drafts of air in the bathroom, like someone was running water in the next room. Then she would come home from class to find that things in her kitchen were subtly out of place, like the cereal boxes in the cupboard were in the wrong order, or the milk carton was moved behind the bread. She also started finding trash in her bed, but it was always clean trash, like it had been recently taken out. Of course, she lived alone, so she had done all of these things herself, or had she? She started to hear unnerving sounds at night, like soft creaks and the occasional thud, like someone was moving around within the walls. Of course, there was a logical explanation for these sounds, right? An old house settling, pipes expanding in the winter, maybe a raccoon in the attic. Still, she couldn't help but wonder if there was something else in there with her. One night while cleaning the bathroom, she noticed that the mirror was loose, so she pushed it. When it fell, she was expecting to see drywall behind it. Instead, she saw a gaping black hole. It wasn't a very pleasant surprise. Using a flashlight, Lauren found a crawl space big enough for a person to live in. There was a blanket in the corner and what looked to be a sleeping bag. There was also trash and food containers. Lauren immediately called the police and fled the apartment. When the authorities arrived, they confirmed that someone had been living in the walls. They entered the apartment through a maintenance tunnel in the basement and made their home in the ventilation shaft above Lauren's bedroom. But how long had they been there? And why? The police never found the intruder, but they did find a lot of interesting things, including a pair of pliers and a screwdriver. Whoever this person was, they weren't just squatting in the apartment, they had made it their own. Lauren never went back to that apartment. Every mirror she sees now reminds her of that nightmare. So she checks them all, just in case. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and watch another. Thanks. Bye.